Okay, we are garage sailing brothers. I mean, video game brothers. I don't know what we are.
I think we're gonna change
Andy.
our. I'm Phil. I think we're gonna change our channel name, so don't be shocked when it changes.
We're brothers. Let's put it that way. We like to go garage sailing for video games.
I've noticed it's kind of hard to find our channel. Like I'll tell people about it, and you can go to YouTube and you can type the Video Game Brothers. It's really hard to find. I don't know. There's a few other similar names out there. We both went out on that Saturday, and we did pretty good, and we got some footage. Sorry for the delay here. We're going to roll tape on the day that you had right now.
There it is.
You don't have any games for the Wii, do you?
No.
No games at all?
We do, but we still play Wii.
Oh, I see.
I still can't believe that Wii Sports is worth anything at all. It has to be the most produced single video game in the history of video games. It has to be.
Yeah, it has to be.
What are there, 100 million of them in the world?
I went to an 8 o'clock community sale, and at 7:55 a.m., I'm there a little bit early, I start asking a guy about video games, and he goes, "Oh, you're the third person today to ask."
It's not even 8 o'clock yet. You're the third person.
And I was like,
Get out of there. Get in your car as fast as you can. Get out of there.
And then he was like, yeah, this one guy handed me a list, and it was really specific. He was like, I'm looking for Nintendo 64 games and Microsoft Windows 7. Like, who out there is looking for this? Like, Nintendo 64 specifically, and then some kind of Microsoft Windows. It was really strange. I was like, I don't know. I left that community sale. I didn't even bother going. There were a ton of sales there. I didn't even bother going anywhere else.
There's sharks everywhere.
I left. I literally went across the street to another yard sale outside of this housing community or whatever, and I went to the first yard sale I saw, and I walked up, and I see a sign, Wii games $1 each, and I walk up, and I find, you know, some decent Wii games here. I got a Mario Kart, I got a Wii Sports Resort, 2 copies of Mario...
The one in the
Super
sleeve,
Mario.
I think, is really cool. I kept the one that
It's
I found
kinda
last
neat.
year. It was really cool.
And then this Family Fun Pack, I don't know, it looks very shovelware-y, but it's like a $25 game. It's probably the most expensive game of this whole lot.
It's weird. These Wii party games, they're still desirable for some reason.
I don't know.
Who's playing
this
these
is
games?
like literally $25 on eBay. These were $1 a piece, so I handed the guy $6, and I walked away with all this. I was like, that's pretty cool.
$6, that's crazy.
Yeah. My next find, I did not get on tape. I didn't get it on video because it took forever. But I was going through all these boxes, and I find some PlayStation 4 stuff. The games were all shovelware, but I find 2 PS4 DualShock 4 controllers. Really, really nice. Are they still called DualShock 4?
Do they still call them DualShocks? I don't know.
I call it DualShock. I don't know. They called them DualShocks for a long time. And I asked them how much. They had no idea. The lady was like, how about $5 each? And I said, how about I give you $8 for the pair? She said, okay. So I paid $4 a piece for these things. I mean, even GameStop gives you like $25 store credit for this stuff. And then I went to a few more, and I didn't find anything until the end of the day. I'm not going to take all the cords out. For $5, I got a Wii with all the cords, and I asked about games, and they were like, we still play our games, but the daughter was like, oh, we have an extra Wii Sports. So she runs inside, and she grabs Wii Sports. So for $5, I get a Wii and Wii Sports. I'll take that. I mean,
I think GameStop will give you $4 just for Wii Sports right now.
And then for Wii's, I think they're giving 25 store credit or 20 cash kind of
Yeah,
thing.
you gotta have all the controllers though for that. But
I got extra
still,
controllers.
Wii's are just easy to sell, even on eBay.
Yeah,
They're easy to sell. It's a quick $25, $30 depending on the controllers, and if it's a different color, if it's like a black or a red or a blue Wii, they go for even a lot more than that.
Yeah. And this one's pretty nice. It works. I plugged it in and tested it. So $5. I'm not going to
So
complain.
you can't go wrong with that. Yeah.
And that was all I got. That was my day.
All right.
These are empty.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, these are.
Just mixed in there. Were those empty?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know where the games are?
No, that's the problem. I don't. They're all empty. I know they are.
Oh, they all?
Yep.
Oh, you know what that whole...
Yeah. Was my... It's all empty.
They're all empty.
That's why I had to pull this aside.
You wouldn't have any games that you would be selling, would you? Like any older, like Nintendo or 64,
I have
Gamecube?
some stuff somewhere. I haven't got to it yet.
Okay.
We're going to be doing this for 3 days.
Oh,
We're going
okay.
to do this today, tomorrow, and Monday. So
Okay.
we're working our way back in as we go.
You wouldn't have any other video games other than this Wii stuff, would you? Or-
what are you looking
Well, I'm looking for mainly older games, but I'm also looking for Wii stuff. But you know, Nintendo 64, GameCube, Game Boy. Yeah. Oh, computer game. Oh, what, there's a GameCube game. There is a.
Are we keeping... No. This is like our all-time favorite.
Yeah, I think Dad wanted to keep it.
Oh,
That
okay.
sounds like turkey. That's like their all-time favorite game.
Oh. Can just- What, do you know what you're asking on these?
In fact, if you're real interested, I'll give you the whole lot for, what, maybe $12?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, that's...
$12,
That's a deal.
sure. Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Any other games like Game Boys or Sega? Older?
That's our son's. I don't... we got Wii games.
Yeah, I saw the Wii games. Yeah, I'm actually looking for an HDMI cable, oddly enough. HDMI cable.
Yeah? Well, let me show you. I've got some stuff I'm taking to, this looks like an HDMI cable.
I think it is. What are you asking on this, do you know?
$1.
Oh, okay. There you go. Thank you. I'm fine, thanks. What's that? Any other video games other than this? What, you know what you're asking on this?
That's her box. I don't know.
Oh.
I asked her to put a price on it. She didn't do it.
Oh. Do you know if it works? Well, actually, I don't even see the cords in here, so I don't know if you could try it.
What cords?
Well, it needs a power cord and...
What does the power cord look like? Because I just had a box of cords. I didn't know what they were. Where did I put the cords? What this stuff was. It looked like garbage to me.
Well, I'll take a look.
This is the one I was baffled about. Is this one of the cords for it?
Yeah, that's it right there. I'll find the end of this.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, so this is the audio-video cord.
Okay.
So we're still minus a power cord. Oh, that's power. Let's see what the end of that looks like. Yep, that's it.
Oh.
Would $10 sound fair if I took the whole box? Okay.
Sounds fair to me.
All right.
The first sale I hit on Saturday, I did not get footage because of my stupid spy cam glasses, whatever.
Spy glam.
I go up to a garage sale first thing in the morning, and they've got Xbox 360 with all the cords and a controller, which are on the floor, and a PS3 with no cords and no controllers, unfortunately. And they wanted $3 for the PS3 and $5 for this. And they had this sitting there, Wii Remote, for 25 cents. So for $8.25, I got a PS3, an Xbox 360, and a Wii Remote. I tested the consoles; they both work great. The PS3, I managed to get the cords for, and I already have a controller that I found last year.
Which version is this?
I think it's just a PS3 Slim.
What size hard drive is it?
I don't know, because my power cord for the controller hasn't arrived yet, so I can't do anything. So that was the first sale. You could do a lot worse than $8.25 for all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
PS3 still have a pretty decent amount of value. Alright, so as you can see, I managed to find 19 GameCube games from one sale. They had a bunch of Wii games out, and every single Wii game was worth absolutely nothing. They were all garbage. Rock Band, Just Dance, Barbie game, I mean, you name it. Every
High
shovelware
School
game
Musical
you could imagine was there.
So much shovelware on the Wii.
But I got him to
Epic
bring
amounts
out,
of shovelware.
I got him to bring out 19 GameCube games, and you saw the guy. He threw out the first number, $12 for 19 games. At a first glance, I'm looking at him and I'm seeing like all these Lord of the Rings games and stuff, and I'm thinking, oh boy, what am I even? Is it even worth $12?
Yeah.
But then I put it in my trunk. I started looking at Super Monkey Ball 2. That's a pretty valuable
Decent
game.
type.
And then Super Monkey Ball 1.
Junk.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these are junk. Lord of the Rings. Sonic Mega Collection. I don't know if this is worth much. Second time this year I found it.
I don't think so.
Then I saw this, the Zelda promotional disc. So
That's a nice find.
It's a nice find. I mean, price charting says I think $39 for this game, and I already have it. Otherwise, I would probably want to keep it, but I already have it. I mean, the rest of the games, you know.
Muppets.
Yeah. Tube Slider. Apparently, this is somewhat a valuable game. $20, 20 plus.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that. I might try it out and see if I want to keep it. I don't know. If I don't want to keep it, I mean, yeah, I do. Full disclosure, I do sell on eBay usually what I don't want for my collection.
The more you sell on eBay, the more money is in your PayPal account. The more money is in your
buy
PayPal
games
account,
you actually want.
the more games you can buy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I fund a lot of my stuff.
22 Arnold Schwarzenegger movies.
Good find.
$1.
Yeah.
Jingle All the Way is garbage. Kindergarten Cop is garbage.
It's not good.
The Last Action Hero, I've never seen.
It's okay.
But Eraser, True Lies,
Yes.
these movies are phenomenal.
True Lies is solid.
True Lies is
Eraser
so
is pretty good, too.
Why won't they bring True Lies out to Blu-ray? I know why they won't.
Yep.
Yeah, you and I both know why they won't.
2 words. Crimson Jihad.
Yep.
Yep. You got brown people who are the terrorists in a jihad. They call themselves the Crimson Jihad.
Yep.
Pre 9/11, they didn't think much of this.
No one thought anything
But
of it.
in 2018, they're too chicken to bring out
Yep.
True Lies on Blu-ray. They're just going to kind of sweep it under the rug
Pretend
and
they
go,
didn't do
hey,
this."
no big deal,
Yep.
don't look at this.
$1.
True Lies is a great movie.
it's
I
so
don't
good.
like the middle of it, but the beginning and the end are
man.
so good. It's just 90s. It's like the culmination of 80s and 90s action movies.
He's like a superhero.
all
He almost never gets injured. He's an excellent marksman. I mean, he can hit people. They're on skis going down mountain slopes and
No
probably
problem.
50 miles an hour.
Yep.
He just pulls out a gun.
Yep.
Boom, they're all dead, just like that.
Yeah.
And then he goes up to the van Tom Arnold's driving, and he's like, "Can you lean back for a second?" Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, and he nails 3 more
freaking
guys.
great movie.
Oh, that's awesome.
The beginning of the whole first
Oh.
act of that movie is so
It's so
good.
solid.
It's like classic James Bondy
Yeah.
with like 80s and 90s Arnold action. It's so good. I don't like the middle of the movie, but then at the
Yeah.
end it redeems it
It
again.
really
really
redeems itself
good
at the end.
ending.
The moment that they come to in the terrorist camp on that island,
Yeah.
and they're asking him what this bomb is, and he pretends he doesn't know. Oh, it's a snow cone machine, you know. And then he's like, "Okay, Yeah, this is a Soviet warhead, and with all the
Yeah,
specifics.
X398.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jamie Lee Curtis is like, you can see the look on her face. She's like, holy, wow, I married. And then at one point she even says, I married Rambo. Oh, that was a great line. Let's move on to video games. So you can see the last sale I went to, they had a PS2 original, and, you know, they had a little pile of games. I don't know. I think they're all worthless.
I know. Yeah, they're junk.
They're junk. 3 controllers, and as you can see, I got the AV cord and the power cord, so it's all set to play. I tested it, works fine. $10 for all that. PS2s are still pretty easy to sell. I mean, you don't get a ton of money for them. You put them in a priority mailbox, which has no weight limit. All right, that was it for garage sales this week, and we're gonna have more very soon because there are a ton of community sales listed
This weekend.
so we should have a lot of good stuff to talk about
Tons of community
when
sales
we
this
come back.
weekend.
And we are also going to have a review of Solo, so stay tuned for that.
Yes.
See you next time.